Come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but rode your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Davidson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Got it set up on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jeff.
He's got it inside the 15. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got enough space. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. They're on the board first here in the season opener. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Got the quick completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to bring it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up.
Going over the top. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
It's caught inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's got it on the right. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Here's a heat. Wide open downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They're going to go right back to him on first down. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And man, is that. Perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play. Nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option, he'll toss it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over the Judicials. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Powers through the defender. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
On the move. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air, it's Barnett. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Davidson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Durham. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Might be looking to run. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Punt is on its way. And the returner is stopped. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? buys time. He's outside. He's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening. And it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now. And they've got the defense on their heels.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in his slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here comes the heat. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Now the pitch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. Brings into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And it's no good. He missed it. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Lines is back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
In the red area, it's Davidson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
To the air, it's Barnett. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Jacksonville State sure is making it look easy today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball.
And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold, look good, big, physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Clemson set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Williams. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If he can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Unloads it downfield. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff from the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
LSU right back to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving...
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were... for an explosive play.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll run play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions or force 4th downs.
Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Under fire. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's going to fire deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Durham. There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Durham.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. He makes a grab, and he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. LSU quick to the line. They're going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. On the run, it's Davidson. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch